Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is Monica Love at the Love Messages. So today we are going to be doing another Deep Tarot Love reading live on the channel. So before I get started, I am going to wait until more people enter into the live feed. And I'm going to be explaining how this reading works. What you're going to be getting out of this reading. If you're not a Gemini or a Sagittarius, you could still watch the video. You're free to still watch the video. Keep in mind, this is a Deep Tarot Love reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single person that watches it. This reading is meant to give you some sort of insight and light into certain aspects of your connection with the specific person. Now, if you're new to astrology and you don't know what astrology is, it is part of your birth graph. When you were born, the planets were in a certain position at your time of birth. And this reading is meant to really go deep into the aspects between the two signs, okay? So for those of you who don't know my background, I am an astrologist. I've been studying astrology for over 21 years. It is my passion. I love it. I love using astrology to help people learn more about themselves and learn more, most importantly, about their relationships, okay? So this is going to be a reading for the sign of Gemini. Okay, so if you are a Gemini, then this reading is going to be for you. We're going to be talking about Gemini, and we're going to talk about how Gemini interacts with the sign of Sagittarius. If you are Sagittarius, then this reading is also going to be for you. Now, let's say, for example, you have a Mercury, or you have a sun, or you have a moon, or whatever in Gemini, then this is going to be the reading for you. And if your person has maybe Sagittarius or vice versa, then this is also going to be a reading for you, okay? So you could choose whether or not this is going to be for you. You will know if it's for you because you will either have Gemini in your chart, or your person will have Sagittarius, or maybe you have Sagittarius and your person has Gemini, okay? So it's really going to depend on what works for you and what's good for you in terms of this reading. So I'm going to go through some of the things that we're going to cover before I get started. I'm not going to get started right away because I want more people to come into the chat. So we'll get started in the next 5 minutes. So if you don't want to hear my introduction to what this Deep Tarot Love reading is, then you could come back after, or you can put me on pause or put me on mute and come back after, okay? So I've made some changes to the Deep Tarot Love reading, and I'm going to explain that to you before we get started. I've now included 2 different decks, okay? So deck number 1 over here is going to be for Gemini, okay? And deck number 2 is going to be for Sagittarius, so we don't mix the energies. In the center of the reading, I have the Oracle, the Romance Oracle, which I haven't included in the description box, but if you're interested in this Romance Oracle, it is on Amazon if you're interested in that and you're a tarot reader yourself. I also have the Whispers of Love, okay? So I have 2 tarot decks again, and I'm going to be not mixing the energy. So each sign is going to get individual messages, okay? I also have the planets, okay, and the houses. So the planets and the houses will talk about the energies that are influencing the connection, as well as the areas of your life. When we talk about houses in astrology, we're talking about the areas in your life. There's 12 different areas when it comes to astrology. And we have the planets, which are the characteristics, what the influences of the relationship. So what are characteristics, okay, that are influencing? At the center of the reading, we are going to be looking at the energies between you and your person. So what are the energies between you and your person moving forward in this connection, okay? So this is pretty much how the reading is set up and how it works. If you're interested in receiving one of these Deep Tarot Love readings on our channel, you can go to the community section on Sundays. Usually on Sundays, I post just, a little blurb about who's going to win for the following Monday. On Monday, we have Membership Mondays. So if you are a member of this channel, you will have priority over all the other commenters to win. You must have the most likes and you must have the most comments under your comment on Sunday in order to win. Okay. I do post randomly. I usually have, a specific time or, time frame, but I've kind of left it open because Sundays are my days where I like to just relax. I don't like to work too much on Sundays. Okay. So I've kind of left it open for you all. So I highly recommend that you join. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, I do highly recommend you subscribe to the channel so that you're aware of all the announcements and all of the new things that are going to be coming up on the channel. And also, I recommend that you comment, you share with us, join us. Like, we're all a family here, okay? So, it's really important that you interact with us so that we all can be aware of your presence and all of that, okay? So yeah, so if you're interested in joining the Membership Mondays, you can click the join button. And that's about, I believe it's $4.99 per month. And what you get with that is you get an opportunity to win a deep tarot love reading on the channel. I will also be coming out at the end of the month with a store. We're going to be putting a store in, and I'm going to also be starting to offer astrology courses and all of that stuff for all of you. Okay. So if you're a tarot reader and you're watching this, this is a type of reading that you could do on your channel. Okay. And if you're interested in learning more about astrology, I do also have another channel that I do, which is the Blackout. And I just talk about astrology and I talk about spirituality. I'm very into spirituality and I love to help you all expand your knowledge when it comes to this area. This is something that's definitely brought a lot of value to the tarot channel by using astrology. Okay, so now that I've taken about 6 minutes to do the introduction, I'm going to wait another 2 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to leave some meditation music on. We're going to clear the air here a little bit and just clear the aura out. So we're going to just do a little meditation for 2 minutes, no talking, just silence. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to get the reading started. Okay, so I'll see you all soon. Time to give that. Okay, everyone. So I think we've waited long enough. We have enough people in the chat. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yay. Okay. So now that we've done our little 2-minute meditation here, I welcome everybody. If you didn't hear the introduction of me explaining what this reading is, you can scroll back and get some more information on that. Okay, so we're going to get started here with the Deep Tarot Love reading. So today we are doing Gemini and Sagittarius. Gemini and Sagittarius. So let's talk a little bit about these two signs, what it means to be these two signs. How do these two signs interact astrologically? Okay, so Gemini is the sign that is ruled by Mercury. Okay, it is a mercurial sign. What does mercurial mean? So mercurial means like Mercury. Okay, so Mercury it's a very small planet. Obviously, it's the closest to the sun, and it takes, I believe, 88 days to transit the sun. Okay, don't quote me on it, but you can look it up online. I believe it's 88 days. So what does this mean? It means that if you're dealing with a Gemini is going to go through different phases in their life. Okay, especially because Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So one of the things Geminis have to be very careful of astrologically is the fact that they're ruled by Mercury. So whenever Mercury goes retrograde and you're dating a Gemini or you're dealing with a Gemini, you need to be prepared and ready for when that Mercury goes retrograde. Okay, because it's going to affect Gemini. It's going to affect the relationship. It's going to affect, you know, the bond between you and this person. So the energy that Gemini talks about here, it says the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So Gemini is fun. It's like a fun sign. It's out there. It's different. It likes to communicate. It's very social. Okay. But you do need to be aware of when Mercury goes retrograde. If you are a Gemini or you're dating a Gemini or dealing with a Gemini, you need to be prepared when that Mercury goes retrograde, because there will be some funky times with Gemini. You need to be more understanding and know that. Okay, this is something that's really important when dealing with a Gemini. Now, Sagittarius is a fire sign. Gemini is an air sign. So what happens when air and fire are together? What happens? It gets very smoky and the fire livens. So Gemini fuels Sagittarius. It fuels the fire within Sagittarius. It gives Sagittarius that ability to kind of, you know, be the person that they want to be, because Sagittarius is the archer. Okay, it's half man, half horse, or half woman, half horse. And Sagittarius is it's a sign that likes to explore. It is a fire sign. It likes to be free. It doesn't like to be held down. It is a mutable sign. These two signs are very mutable. So One of the things that these two signs have to be aware of when they're together is the fact that there's a lot of changes that happen between these two. Okay. They're not fixed signs, meaning, you know, when you're dealing with a fixed sign, it's somebody who's like, they know what they want, they're fixed on it, they stay on it. Gemini and Sagittarius can fall out of love. You guys can fall into love and then fall right out of love. And this is something that you both need to be aware of when you're dealing with one another, because sometimes it can feel like the relationship's amazing, it's great, everything's going good, and then the next day you two don't even love each other. And it's kind of like, why is that? It's because you're dealing with two mutable signs, which means you both are very changeable. You both are very changeable. Okay. So Sagittarius, it says here, the energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So yeah, Sagittarius is a very outgoing sign. It's very outgoing. It's very lively. And Gemini fuels Sagittarius, and Sagittarius gives Gemini that feeling of, oh my God, let's travel the world. Let's do this. Like it's Jupiter is ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So when you put Jupiter and Mercury together, you're basically expanding the communication. You're expanding the horizons of Mercury. And Mercury is a very small planet. Mercury has a little job to do. Gemini has a very little job to do. And the job that Gemini has to do is to communicate, to create communication, to create this pathway of exchange. Okay. And Sagittarius is there waiting for that to happen. So I think the main thing here to take away from these two signs is it could work. Why could it work? Because they're both opposites. That's the first thing. Gemini is the opposite sign of Sagittarius. So first of all, what we notice here is that we have two signs that are opposite. That means opposites attract. You know what happens when two opposites attract? You're like glued to one another. Oh, we forgot to put Larry. There's Larry. Okay. All right. So yeah, so I mean, these two signs, they're a beautiful sign to be together. One of the what do you call it? I think Angelina Jolie was a Gemini and Brad Pitt was a Sagittarius, and they had a lot of children together. So that's one of the famous couples there, the famous couples that were together. So it definitely can work, but you have to realize, both of you, whether you're Sagittarius or Gemini, you both have to realize that you're both changeable and there is going to be change within this connection. Okay. All right. So let's get started with the reading and let's see what's going on. I'm going to start off the reading with Gemini. So just keep in mind when you're watching this reading, the energies could be exchanged. Okay. It could be vice versa. There will be specific messages that you hear in this reading that may not make any sense to you. And you're like, nope, that's not me. That doesn't make any sense. And if that's the case, that's fine. You don't have to accept that. Some people need to hear that message. Others don't. And just keep in mind when you're watching this reading to just take the messages that resonate and leave the ones that don't. Okay. So we're going to start off with the sign of Gemini, and we're going to see what Gemini's current energy is in this connection. And these readings are timeless. Okay. So when you watch them, this is the time for you to watch them. Okay. So Gemini, what is your energy like moving into this connection? What type of energy do you have currently in this connection? And keep in mind, the way I'm going to read the reading is it could either have already happened for you, it could be currently happening, or it could happen. Okay, so there's three types of ways that we're reading the reading. So don't be set, if it sounds like I'm talking in the past, it just means that that's intuitively what I'm picking up. If I'm talking about the future or the present, then that's what I'm intuitively picking up. Okay, so Gemini, let's see what your energy is like in this connection. Okay, let's see for Gemini. What's Gemini's energy like in this connection? What's Gemini's energy like in this connection? Okay, let's see. Ooh, Four of Swords. Okay, so what happened, Gemini? You're healing from something. Bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. So I feel, Gemini, here, there is some sort of healing. There is some sort of resting right now. Maybe some of you are taking some time away from Sagittarius. Maybe you need to rest. Maybe you need to heal. I feel like there's something here that happened. Okay. I have to be completely honest with you, Gemini. I feel like something happened here. There could have been some sort of words that were exchanged with you and Sagittarius. Maybe you didn't like what Sagittarius told you, or vice versa. For some of you, you're just healing right now. You're taking time away. Maybe you're taking time away from a Sagittarius right now. It's not for all of you, but for some of you, you are healing. You are taking time out. This is how you're coming in, and you're recognizing this and realizing that you need to heal for some reason. And we're going to look more into the reading and see why that is. Okay. We're going to move over to Sagittarius, and we're going to see what Sagittarius's energy is like in this connection. What is Sagittarius's energy like in this connection? So we see Gemini healing. I see you doing a lot of overthinking as well, Gemini. You're in your head a lot about this connection. You think about this connection a lot when you rest, when you sleep, when you lay down. You have thoughts. I also see for some of you, Gemini, you like revisit the conversations you've had with Sagittarius. So maybe you've had specific conversations and you like revisit those conversations in your head over and over again. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. What's Sagittarius's energy like when it comes to this connection? What is Sagittarius's energy like when it comes to this connection? Okay. Sag, what's going on with Sag? Ooh, we have the World card. Okay. So this could mean that either you've ended things with Sagittarius, or Sagittarius is in the process of ending something with someone else. Okay. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody who has something that either has ended in their life, or you have ended things with them. Okay. So if you've ended things with Sagittarius, you may be healing from the ending that has taken place with them. Or if that's not the case, maybe, Sagittarius is going through an ending or a closing of a cycle here with somebody else. Okay. So it's really going to see, how it resonates, but it will all come together as the reading goes. All right. At the bottom of the deck for Sag, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So somebody here, Sagittarius, I feel like you want to be independent. You want to work on your finances, and perhaps there could be an ending to your independence for some of you. Maybe for some of you, you're moving into a solid commitment with Gemini. That's for some of you. Okay. So let's see what the energy is between you and your person. Okay. So I'm going to be pulling 2 cards, and then we're going to get into the reading, and I'm going to see how your person feels about you. First of all, actually, how your person views you, how they feel about you, the actions they're likely to take towards you, the outcome, and then we're going to be doing some more messages, okay, on how what your person wants to tell you, all of that. Okay, so what's the energy between you and your person? So for Gemini, on Gemini's side, we have the Queen of Swords. Gemini, I feel like you want to talk to Sagittarius. You have something that Gemini, you've been thinking about a few things, and you have something very important that you want to tell Sagittarius. You haven't, maybe you haven't expressed it yet, but you're trying to find the words to express. Okay. And Sagittarius, Ace of Swords. So you both, the energy between you and this person, Gemini and Sagittarius, you both want to talk to each other. Okay. You both want to bring clarity to the situation, especially if it felt like things were, going to be over between you and this person, especially if you felt like, oh, maybe it is over with the World card. Because right now, Sagittarius may be feeling like it's over between you and them. Maybe they feel like things have come to an end. But I feel, Gemini, you needed time to be on your own. With this 4 of Swords, you needed time to be on your own. So it's like there could be a separation for some of you right now, but at the same time, you both want to talk to each other, which is quite funny, because it's like you're not together right now. For some of you, you're not together. Maybe some of you are together, but there's a lack of clarity or communication when it comes to the energies between you and this person. Okay. So the energy right now between you and this person is you both want to talk to each other. You both want to bring clarity. You both want to have a conversation. And I feel like this is a conversation, Gemini and Sagittarius, that you both need to have, because there's been some sort of miscommunication. And this is what Sagittarius needs to know about Gemini, is the fact that Gemini is going to have times where the communication can be hard. Why? Because we have Mercury retrograde. Whenever Mercury is retrograde, Gemini or people dealing with Gemini, you need to be ready for that, okay? Because it could be a little bit of an issue. All right. So now we know that Gemini's healing. Sagittarius thinks it's over between you and them. They think it's over after a fight. Maybe you guys had a fight or an argument. I don't know. I'm just feeling that intuitively. But at the bottom of the deck here for Gemini's side it looks like things are going to be, you're going to have an opportunity to fix things with Sagittarius if that's the case. And for Sagittarius, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be a new love offer from Gemini coming in for Sagittarius. So let's see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to be pulling an overall story. What happened between you and this person? What happened? What's going on between you and this person? What is the background, the story behind this connection? So let's see. All right. So there's that Ace of Swords again. Okay. So these are the energies that Gemini contributed to the relationship. These are the energies that Gemini contributed to the relationship. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups on Gemini's side. And the energies that Sagittarius contributed to this connection are, wow. I feel, Gemini, there were some words that you said to Sagittarius, and maybe you didn't really mean to say these specific words. You said some things that you kind of wish you could take back. Yeah, maybe. This is what I feel here with these cards. Okay. Okay, this is the energy that Sagittarius contributed to the connection. All right. Okay. Yeah, somebody here walked away, I feel, from the connection because something happened. Okay, so the background here, we have the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords on Gemini's side with the King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Temperance. And on Sagittarius' side, we have the Moon, the Star, the Tower, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Gemini, I feel Sagittarius at one point thought you and them were going to be happily ever after. They felt that. They really did. Four of Wands. They could see you and them maybe getting married, maybe being together, celebrating this marriage, coming together. There was a very strong feeling that that was going to happen. And for some of you, this still is going to happen. Okay. But there's some things that need to be addressed here. The first thing is Sagittarius has the Moon with the Star. I feel Sagittarius in this case was hiding some things, maybe not telling the complete, full, honest truth here. Okay. And I feel for some perspective, Gemini here, you have the Seven of Swords with the Nine of Swords. So again, Gemini, you've been in your head about this connection a lot. You've been thinking about Sagittarius. In fact, for some of you, you've been overthinking the connection, okay, with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. There's something here, Gemini, you may feel like Sagittarius kind of took advantage of you, or there was some sort of betrayal or some sort of lies or some sort of feeling of being taken advantage of here in this case, okay? The Moon card is suggesting to me that Sagittarius was withholding something. They were withholding something that they were maybe not telling you. But at the same time, because the stars here in between the Moon and the Tower, it almost feels like Sagittarius felt like you didn't need to know this, like you didn't really need to know the truth at that time. Because, you know, it's like one thing to tell the truth and it's one thing to withhold the truth. And I feel Sagittarius felt like it was important for them to withhold the truth because they felt like maybe it was best for you not to know certain things, okay? There's 140 of you in here. If you can hit that like button, I would really, really appreciate that. If you can hit the like button. Okay. There's 140 of you in here. I would really, really appreciate that so everyone else can find the reading. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay. So I feel like there was some things that were withheld here. Okay. That somebody was not saying. And again, the energies could be vice versa, but I'm just picking up what the cards are saying, guys. I'm just a medium, right? I'm not making this stuff up. You see the cards here on the table, right? So the Star and the Tower is like, okay, you know, things can work, but I feel here with, you know, on Sagittarius's side, there was some things that were not built on a solid foundation. Okay. So somebody here may have been concealing something or not saying something. And this is maybe why Sagittarius feels like it's come to an end or things have closed out here. Okay. Now, again, when I say at one point Sagittarius felt like there was going to be a strong union here, something happened here. It's like you and this person were about to hit being together. You and this person were about to be in like a very solid commitment or connection, or maybe you were in a solid commitment and connection, but there is some lack of emotional support here. Okay. And this could be coming from Sagittarius's perspective, where they kind of feel like maybe Gemini was lacking in some sort of emotional consistency. Because look, you two go from the 9 of Cups to the 4 of Wands to the 8 of Cups. It's like everything was great, everything was fine, and then something happened here. Okay, so you see how this is going. There's a lot of ups and downs. And I feel Sagittarius, what Sagittarius is trying to convey here with their cards is that there was a lack of consistency here. Somebody was lacking the consistency of being emotional, like being emotional and being consistent here. Okay. Something here was not built on a solid foundation with the Tower card. Okay. But because it's beside the Star card, it looks like to me that there is still a possibility that things can work out between you and this person. This is what Sagittarius feels. But at the same time, because they're coming in as a World card, they personally think that it's over, that the cycle has ended between you and them. That's what they're believing in their energy coming forward. Okay. For Gemini, Gemini really wants to communicate. Okay. Gemini, you really want to communicate. You have something very specific that you want to tell Sagittarius. Okay. Thank you so much, Tiff, for the $4.99. I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. So I feel, Gemini, you have something very important that you want to tell Sagittarius. You want to communicate with Sagittarius, and Sagittarius wants to communicate with you too, because as much as this may feel over for Sagittarius, I feel like for Gemini, it's not over. There's still a lot of love here. Okay. Gemini, you're coming in as the King of Cups here. So there is an infinite amount of love that you have for Sagittarius. And I feel like even if you don't end up being with this person, or if there's some issues in the relationship, you're always going to love this person. You're always going to have this infinite amount of love. And it's the King of Cups energy on this side for Gemini is unconditional. You have unconditional love for Sagittarius. And maybe you may feel that Sagittarius doesn't know this. I feel like Sagittarius may not know this at this time, the amount of love and support that you have for this person. Okay. You have a lot of love and support for them, and you do want to communicate. But at the same time, Gemini, I feel you either have trust issues when it comes to Sagittarius, because Sagittarius can be a very charming sign. Okay. Brad Pitt, he's like the epitome of like charming. Okay. So when you're dealing with a Sagittarius, whether it's a male or female Sagittarius, they're usually very good looking. They usually have some sort of charm, and they have this energy of being hard to pin down. And this could be very attractive for many people. But the issue for Gemini right now, and look at this, Temperance is showing up on your side. So you think about this person a lot. Look at this. And it's right under the 9 of Swords. Some of you can't even sleep at night when it comes to just thinking about Sagittarius, especially if you're in separation or you're not with this person. Okay. So there is a lot of love here. There's a lot of energy of wanting to be with this person. But at the same time, I feel somebody here with this 5 of Pentacles, somebody here either abandoned you or left you. Maybe there was an argument. Maybe there was some sort of a lack of resources for some of you. Gemini, maybe there was a lack of resources on Sagittarius's end, but there's been some sort of issues here. Okay. I see there's trust issues. There could be money issues for some of you. Maybe the money is not there. There's a lack of money, and that has also affected the connection or the relationship. But there's also a need for patience here on Gemini's side. Okay. Because you have the Temperance here. There needs to be more patience. But again, one thing you guys don't know, and I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like this is what I'm going to have to title this video. You both want to talk to each other. Look at this. King of Swords on the side of Sagittarius, and look at underneath that, we have the 4 of Swords. So Gemini, and we have the Temperance card. So Sagittarius is healing too, just as much as you are, Gemini. So basically, whatever you're going through, Gemini, is what Sagittarius is going through. This is what this reading is talking about. Now, The overall energy on Gemini's side is the Five of Cups. So for some of you, there could have been someone who interfered into the connection. Maybe there was a family member that interfered. There was some sort of communication. There was an exchange of communication in the past, I feel. And the exchange that happened, it could have been on Gemini's side. I feel, Gemini, you said something to Sagittarius, and Sagittarius didn't take what you said lightly. You said something to them. It was like, it was either something mean that you said, or you said something that you didn't really mean. Like, I don't really love you, or, you know, you said something. I don't know what you said, but you said something, and Sagittarius was like either shocked, tower moment. Sagittarius was like, oh my God, Gemini, you said that? No, why did you say that? What do you mean you don't love me? What do you mean you don't want to be with me? Or somebody interfered by saying something. Maybe you had a mutual friend that said something, maybe a family member, or maybe a third party. I don't know. But there was some sort of words that were exchanged. Yes, there was some words that were exchanged from Gemini that you couldn't hold back any longer. High Priestess, you were quiet for so long and you didn't say what you were feeling. And then one day you just said it, and Sagittarius was very shocked that you said that, is what I'm feeling here. Okay. So I still feel Sagittarius had to walk away from this connection. Maybe Sagittarius had to walk away, or you had to walk away for the time being to get things straight. Overall, there is going to be some communication. There possibly is. If you and this person are willing to come back together, there is going to be some sort of communication. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be looking at how your person views you right now. Okay. Even if you're not with this person, you two are in 5D, okay? And the reason why I say that is because you both want to talk to each other. You both want to communicate. I see it here, okay? Sagittarius wants clarity on a situation and why things ended. For some of you, you just ended things with this person. Like, there was no reason for why the ending happened. It just kind of happened, okay? And Gemini is, I feel Gemini now, you're healing. You're in bed a lot. A lot of you, if you're Gemini, you're in bed. You're resting, you're healing. It's like you don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to do anything. All you want to do is get clarity on this situation, is what I'm picking up here, okay? All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to look at how the person's viewing you. At the end of the reading, I will do an outcome, and I will see if you are in separation. I will see when, if there's any information on when you and this person will get back together. Because I feel like a lot of you are in separation now, or there is some sort of disconnect here. Because if there wasn't a disconnect, both of you wouldn't be coming in wanting to speak to each other. Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords, okay? So let's see how Gemini is viewing Sagittarius currently. Even if you're in separation, you're still thinking about this person, and your mind is very powerful. So for Gemini, how is Gemini viewing Sagittarius? How is Gemini viewing Sagittarius? How is Gemini viewing Sagittarius? Okay. Gemini, how you're viewing Sagittarius. Okay. So how is Gemini feeling about Sagittarius? How is Gemini feeling about Sagittarius? Okay. Okay, we're going to do the actions at the end. Okay, how is Sagittarius viewing Gemini? How is Sagittarius viewing Gemini? Okay, how is Sagittarius viewing Gemini? Wow. Okay. Okay. And the actions that Gemini is likely to take, or yeah, the actions. Let's see what the actions are. The action Sagittarius is likely to take towards Gemini. Okay, let's see. Right. I feel here, okay, this isn't for everyone. But I have to say it because my intuition keeps saying it, okay? Gemini, you could have told Sagittarius it's over. You might have said this to them and you didn't mean to say it, okay? Thank you so much for the $10, Janice. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, your donation. Thank you. I feel, I don't know why I'm getting goosebumps. You all know when I get goosebumps what that means, right? I don't know. I'm getting a channeled message. Gemini, did you say something to Sagittarius? Did you tell Sagittarius it's over? Look, the death card's here. Okay, let's get into this and let's see what's going on. Okay, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, how you're viewing Sagittarius right now, you feel like Sagittarius has left you. You feel like Sagittarius just picked up and left. We did see the 8 of Cups there. You feel like Sagittarius has left you, and you're still viewing Sagittarius as someone who still loves you. Okay. You still feel intuitively that this person still loves you. You still feel their energy around you. Okay. It's almost like for some of you, you're dreaming about this person, or you have some sort of vision of this person, because the King of Cups is emotional, right? And you have the 9 of Swords. Some of you are having dreams about this person. Like you literally dream of them and they come into your dream and you're like, this isn't over, because I still see you. I still feel you. You're viewing this person as somebody who got away from you. They left you. They needed to take time away from you because there was too much pain here. There's too much pain here, okay? But I do feel there's still a lot of love. There's still a lot of love. This is the thing here. You're viewing Sagittarius as somebody who loves you, who gives you a lot of love, who gives you a lot of support. Yeah, like, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which equals 6 of Swords. So there was somebody left here. You're viewing Sagittarius as leaving you, but they still love you. They left you, but they still love you is what I'm seeing here. And it's created a lot of anxiety for you, Gemini, for the fact that you don't have Sagittarius beside you. Okay. If you're in separation, which is, I'm getting a very strong separation reading here. You can't sleep at night because Sagittarius is not there. You can't imagine having an ending with Sagittarius. You don't want an ending. You actually don't want the ending. Okay. And Sagittarius here still has a lot of love for Gemini. It's clear here with the King of Cups coming in here. Okay. All right. So how is Sagittarius viewing Gemini? Okay. Sagittarius is viewing Gemini like the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very, very, very tough with their words. They're somebody who they're going to tell it like it is. If you look at this Queen of Swords, just take a look at her. Okay. Look how serious she looks in her face. Look how serious she looks. Look at how she's putting her hand, like she's telling it like it is. Okay. Gemini, the reason why Sagittarius at times wants to back away from you, okay, you have times when Sagittarius retreats. Sagittarius just goes off and you're like, where's my Sagittarius? It's because you could be a little bit too much with your words, okay? You sometimes you don't think when you talk, okay? And it's not a bad thing. It's just you speak your mind. You say it like it is. You don't have you don't have a filter, Gemini, is what Sagittarius is viewing you as. They're like, Gemini doesn't have a filter. Look at this. I'm going to show you what I mean by this, and that I'm not just saying that. You have the Knight of Swords and you have the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Swords is somebody who rushes in. They say what's on their mind. They have no filter whatsoever. If you feel like you have something important to say to Sagittarius, you don't care how it's going to affect Sagittarius. You don't care if it hurts them. You don't care. You're like, no, I need to tell you this. This is what you need to know. This is the truth. Some of you are like, this is the truth, and you need to hear the truth. Okay. Gemini, you don't care how you come across to Sagittarius. And this is something that you may need to work on. This is what the cards are indicating, that if you want this to work, some of you are here because you want your relationship to work. And that's the whole entire reason why I do these readings. I don't just do them to be like, this is how your person feels. And no, it's actually to bring some sort of stability and comfort into your relationships. Okay. One of the things that I find quite interesting with the Queen of Swords and how Sagittarius is looking at you, Gemini, is look at this crow in the back. Look at the crow above her head. What does the crow represent? What is the spiritual meaning? And we have to look at all of these meanings. This is why this reading is a deep tarot love reading, because we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the connection. One of the things that I notice here, Gemini, in the way Sagittarius views you is if we look up, and I'm just curious, I'm going to do it now. We're live. I'm just curious because I want the truth here. Let's look up what the meaning of a crow is. What is the meaning? What's the spiritual meaning of a crow? Let me see. Crow's spiritual meaning. Okay. Spiritual meaning. Okay. What it means is the fact that I think the crow means death. Okay. Look at this. Let's just see what it says here. Okay. Look, life, magic, mystery of creation, destiny, personal transformation, intelligent, higher perspective. So Gemini, you are trying to show Sagittarius a higher perspective when you communicate. Okay. It's a transformation. It's a change. When you communicate with Sagittarius, you're trying to bring some sort of higher level consciousness to them. But if you're trying to bring some sort of higher level consciousness to them, you need to do it in a specific kind of way. This is what this is indicating here. Okay. Look up what the crow means, Gemini. Look it up what it means. Sagittarius, look up what the crow means, because whenever Gemini is coming across or communicating, Sagittarius thinks, oh, maybe she or he is saying this to me because she wants things to be over. He wants things to be over. No, it's not about you wanting things to be over. You're trying to show Sagittarius a higher perspective. And it's difficult for you to do that. It's difficult for you to see the higher perspective because maybe when Gemini is speaking, they're speaking in a way that's a little bit too harsh for Sagittarius, or it could be vice versa. But somebody here, when they talk very harshly, or they say things that they don't mean. And instead of coming across in a more supportive kind of way, they may not come across as supportive. And this is an issue here. Okay. This is why things are a little bit jumbled right now, because somebody here rushes in too quickly. I also feel Sagittarius looks at you, Gemini, as somebody who wants to move things fast. You're like, let's go. Come on. I don't want to wait. Let's go. Let's move this. Are we still on this? Okay, Gemini, you're like this to Sagittarius. Are we still on this? Like, come on, can we get going, please? Come on. And Sagittarius just feels rushed here with this Chariot card. Like, you just want to move forward very quick. For some of you, I feel like Gemini, you've had to initiate the relationship, or you've had to kind of get things going here, because Sagittarius is viewing you like this, viewing you as somebody who wants to just move forward quickly at a very fast pace. Okay. So I feel like there's still a lot of love here, especially on Gemini's side. Gemini cannot sleep without Sagittarius. I mean, Sagittarius feels this and knows, like, oh, they can't live without me kind of energy here. But at the same time, I mean, Sagittarius can't sleep without Gemini here, because that's how Gemini is viewing. But yeah, I feel like you and this person, you're supposed to be together. It's just there's some sort of communication difficulties here on clarity on, what you want to express to this person. Okay. So let's see how this person feels about you. So Gemini, you currently have the Page of Pentacles here with the 10 of Pentacles. You want to start this. And you're, Gemini, you're viewing this relationship as a long term. You believe that this person is your long term. You believe you're supposed to be with this person. Okay. I see a lot of good things coming in just because of how you feel about this person. You feel there's a lot of positive things that are going to come into the relationship. Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you have children with this person, or you may have children with this person. You want to have, Gemini wants to have a future with Sagittarius. It's very clear here, because the 10 of Pentacles talks about future. But the future has to start somewhere. So I feel Gemini could have been the one that initiated this connection. Gemini could have been the one that pursued Sagittarius, or told Sagittarius, yeah, I'm interested in you. Okay, this is the actions. If this hasn't happened already, this could be currently happening, or it could possibly happen in the near future. Okay? Or maybe it already has happened. But for most of you, Gemini is going to be offering. This is the actions they're likely to take. Gemini is going to come and they're going to say, I'm still interested in you. I want to have a new beginning with you. I want stability with you. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles is like, I want long-term though. I feel Gemini, you're not going to get involved with Sagittarius if there is not a long-term. You don't want something casual with this person. Why? Because you feel like if the relationship progresses into something long-term, Wheel of Fortune is talking about really positive things coming in. I feel, Gemini, what you want to express towards Sagittarius is give me a chance. Give me a chance to show you that we can be very happy. Give me a chance to show you that things are going to work out the way that they're supposed to. The Wheel of Fortune is very positive. It's a very, very positive card. It talks about opportunity, but you also need to act on that opportunity. I feel Gemini is ready to act on the opportunity to make things work here and to bring some sort of long-term commitment and stability into the relationship. But Gemini wants stability. I don't feel Gemini is just going to go in casually here because there is a lot of love. You both have a lot of love. King of Cups is about love, and it's about needing to express that love in order to have the abundance coming in for you and this person. So the actions Gemini is going to take towards Sagittarius is, for some of you, this conversation, Queen of Swords is about a conversation, is going to be about a long-term connection. Listen, I need long-term. I cannot do this in and out behavior. I can't have one day everything's good and the next day it's not. I need this long term. And this could be an issue with the mutable signs. And I've mentioned this in other readings that when you're dealing with a mutable sign in astrology, if you don't know what mutable means, at the beginning of the reading, I talked about mutable. Being in mutable signs means you're on and off, on and off, on and off. One day everything's good, the next day everything's like shit. Okay, it's like up, down, up, down, up, down. And again, with the cycles of Mercury retrograding, you need to be patient with Gemini because Gemini has a lot of ups and downs intellectually in their communication because of the Mercury retrogrades. Okay. I like to look at Gemini as little babies of the zodiac. They're like my little babies, you know, they're innocent. It's like Geminis are a little innocent sometimes. Okay. All right. So Gemini sees this as being something that you and them can work on if you're willing to have a long-term connection. Okay. They want long-term here. They don't want something casual. Okay. With you. All right. And that could scare Sagittarius a little bit because Sagittarius likes their freedom. They don't like to be pinned down. Yeah. They're hard to get here sometimes. Okay. So the actions that Sagittarius is likely to take towards Gemini is the Death card, the Hanged One, and the High Priestess. Sagittarius isn't talking. There is some sort of non-communication right now, but I feel like even if there is non-communication, they still want to speak. They still want to say something. But I feel, Gemini, what you may have to do, because all these cards are non-action, okay? This is the action Sagittarius is likely to take towards you. But look at all these cards. They're non-action. Death card is non-action, okay? It's an ending, so there is no action here. The Hangman is talking about just being hanged and not moving. There's no movement here. And the High Priestess is silent. So what does this mean for you, Gemini? It means that you may have to approach Sagittarius to get them out of this energy, to get them out of their shell. Because Sagittarius, I feel, there's a reason why the Death card and the World cards here on Sagittarius' side is because they feel like it's ended, or they feel like you've done something to them to make them feel like it has ended. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple more cards here. I just want to use my other deck because I want to get some more clarity on this. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot. I didn't add it into the description box, but I'm going to I want to see what's going on here with this death energy. Let me just pull some cards here. Yeah, I feel like Sagittarius is not moving. Maybe they're not communicating with you. There's like silence here. There's a lot of silence. Okay, let's see why does Sagittarius, and if this is your story, let's see, why is Sagittarius not talking or not saying anything to Gemini? Why is there a lack of communication or a lack of movement towards Gemini? Why is that? What happened here? Why is there a lack of communication or talking? Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card. So there is some sort of toxic behavior here, like I was saying. Okay, remember how I was saying there's some sort of toxic behavior? Maybe you said something, Gemini. You said something you didn't mean to say. Okay, yeah, Five of Swords. Death card is there again. Yeah, okay. Why is the Death card here? We have the Moon card, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Page of Cups. So somebody here was hiding something. There was something hidden here that may have come to light. Maybe Sagittarius found something out, Gemini, that they didn't like, and they thought, maybe it's time to end things here for some of you. Let's see why the Hangman is here. Why is Sagittarius not taking action towards Gemini? Lack of communication, okay? Four of Swords. Okay, so one of the reasons why, again, lots of love here, okay? I still feel Sagittarius has a lot of love. They're not telling you this, Gemini. They're not telling you this, okay? Okay, the reason why there is a lack of communication between you and this person, first of all, is you both are healing. Okay, this was both, you're healing, Gemini, and Sagittarius is healing. One of the things that's going to be very important here before, I feel like you two are going to talk again. I have to say that. Okay, so if there's been a lack of communication or you haven't talked to this person, you will talk to them again. However, hear me out, okay? You both need to heal, because there was something that happened in the connection. It was either toxic, okay? Maybe there was drinking involved. Maybe some of you were drinking and there was words exchanged and the person was like, oh my God, they actually said that. It could have been that. It could have been a sex addiction. There could have been a drinking problem, drug problem, whatever. Because the devil was there, okay? So you both are healing now. This is you both healing. You need time apart. You need time apart for some of you, okay? Or you need to just be separated for the time being. The Star card with the Ace of Swords here with the Hangman is there will be communication, but I feel, Gemini, you may need to initiate the communication with Sagittarius. This is what I'm feeling. You may have to be, Gemini may be the one that has to initiate this, because Sagittarius is not going to do it. Sagittarius is in a deep healing phase and they feel like it's over. Okay. They feel like there was something hidden here. Maybe you hid something, or maybe you didn't tell you this. Ace of Pentacles, the World card, and the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, I think what Sagittarius is not saying, because the High Priestess is here, is talking about not saying anything, not taking action. Gemini, I feel like what Sagittarius is not telling you right now is they're trying to figure out, is this over or are we going to have a new beginning? Okay. Are we going to have a new beginning? Are we going to have a new beginning or not? Ace of Pentacles, World card, and the Seven of Pentacles. If you all can't see me and the video is buffering, just click off of the video and come back and just refresh. Okay. Just refresh the video and it should come back up. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, good. Okay. And I'm doing this because I feel like there's a lot of lack of communication from Sagittarius. I'm not getting much from Sagittarius, but I'm going deep. I'm going deep into Sagittarius' psyche, because Sagittarius isn't revealing a lot to you, Gemini. They're very closed off from you. But right now in this moment, the actions they're likely to take towards you, whether you see them or not, they're thinking, are we going to have a new beginning, Gemini, or is this over? Are we going to have a new beginning, or is this over? And they're thinking about it. Okay. So all this time while they're silent, yes, they're silent, Gemini. Yes, they're silent towards you. Yes, they're not saying anything to you. However, they are thinking, is this over or is it not over? And I feel like, Gemini, if you don't want it to be over, you may need to take initiative, okay, to communicate. The funny thing is, Gemini, do not be mistaken. Sagittarius is still holding on to you. Okay, it may seem like it's over, but they're still holding on to you. Okay, this is happening on Sagittarius' side. Four of Pentacles. They have not completely let you go, even though you still feel like, well, they're not talking to me, Monica. They're not saying anything to me, or there's a lack of communication. Do they still love me? Yes, they still love you. The issue is that they want to know, is it over, or are we still on? Is it over, or are we still on? Okay. So I had to go a little bit deep there on Sagittarius' side. It's, again, they're in this place of, is it over or is it not over? This is the action Sagittarius is going to take. And they're quiet because they're thinking, is it over, or it's like, Gemini, you need to take the initiative here, is what I'm getting. Okay. In this reading thus far. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be, so we looked at how this person's viewing you, the actions they're going to take, okay, or actually the actions they're going to take. And actually, let's look at, let me pull how they feel about you, because we talked about the actions. These were the actions. I didn't pull how they feel about you. So yeah, the action is that, Gemini, you're going to be taking initiation. You're going to be taking an initiation here, okay, for Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is just not going to say anything, because they feel like you said something and they can't get over the fact that you said to them, okay? So let's see how Gemini feels. How does Gemini feel about Sagittarius? What is Gemini not saying to Sag? How do they feel about this connection? This is it. Empress. Okay, so you feel like this is your person. The Empress has so much love. The Empress, for some of you, Gemini, you see yourself having children with this person. This is the Empress energy. We have the Two of Swords, okay? You feel closed off from Sagittarius for some specific reason here, and you have the Queen of Wands, okay? The funny thing is you feel closed off from this person, but at the same time, you have a lot of passion and love for them. You want to have this connection with them. You want this. Two of Cups. This is how you feel. You feel like you want to be with Sagittarius, period. Point blank. Okay. You feel like this is your person, but at the same time, Gemini, the issue that Sagittarius is having with you is that you, one minute you want Sagittarius, then you don't want Sagittarius. One minute you want Sagittarius, then you don't want. Okay. It's creating a lot of confusion here. This is why the Two of Swords is here. You got the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups, and you also see a future with this person. Three of Wands is seeing a future with them. So the question now becomes, do you want this or do you not want this? This is what Sagittarius is saying to you, Gemini. Do you want me or do you not want me? Do you want me or do you not want me? Okay, this is what's going on here. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see how Sagittarius feels. And then we're going to pull an outcome here, and then we're going to get into the astrology part of the reading and what your person wants to tell you. Okay, so let's see how Sagittarius feels. How does Sagittarius feel about Gemini currently? We have the Queen of Cups. See, I told you. Sagittarius still has love for you, Gemini. Even if they're not expressing it, even if they're not saying it, they still have a lot of love. We have the Knight of Cups. Oh, yes. They feel very strongly for you. Knight of Cups. Okay. And we have the Star card. So at times, Sagittarius, the feeling Sagittarius has for you is that it's going to work out. In the end, it's all going to work out here is what I'm seeing here, okay? But I feel, Gemini, you may have to take initiation on this, okay? And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Page of Swords. So, Gemini, Sagittarius is watching you. Whether you know this or not, Sagittarius is watching you. They're watching your every move. They're going on Facebook. They're doing the tarot readings, all of that, okay? There is a lot of spying here because Sagittarius is not completely over. They're not over you yet. There's no like feeling of being over. Okay. So let's see what the outcome is going to be. I'm going to reveal the outcome closer to the end of the reading. So I'm just going to pull the cards now. And then we're going to look at the romance angels. What's stopping you two from being together? Or what's the issues within the connection that need to be worked out? Okay. What is the outcome of these two together? What's the likely outcome? And if you don't like the outcome, remember, this is a reading. So you're going to see where it's going to go, okay? And you're going to be able to gauge it and change it if you don't like it. If you don't like the outcome, guys, you can always change it, okay? Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So again, if you both don't take action towards one another, there will be no outcome. So you just keep that in mind. I feel, again, Gemini, you have to stop holding back. Gemini, you're holding back a little bit too much from Sagittarius. They feel that, and because you're holding back, they feel like it's over, okay? So here's the outcome. We're going to look at the outcome later, okay? Let's see what are the issues in the connection, okay? What are the issues on Gemini's side? What are the issues? What are the issues on Gemini's side? What does Gemini need to work on in this connection? What does Gemini need to work on? What does Gemini need to work on when it comes to this connection? Okay. Okay. It says, pay attention to the red flags and passion. Okay. This is, I feel here, Gemini, you need to be careful not to just base the whole entire connection on lust or on sexual energy. It's more than that, okay? Pay attention to the red flags. There's certain things that need to be changed in the connection. There's certain things that you do that may set off red flags towards Sagittarius. And what Spirit is saying is you need to recognize the things that you do in the connection, okay, that cause red flags. Because Sagittarius could be looking at you as doing certain things that create red flags. Okay. Yes, there's passion here. Yes, there's a lot of love. Yes, there's a lot of intimacy here, a lot of sexual attraction. Why? Because you and this person are opposites. And opposites, what? They attract. You and this person are very attracted to one another. There's no issues there. The issues is, how do you approach the connection? Pay attention to the red flags. Are you saying things that you don't really mean? Are you speaking without thinking? All of these things are going to be really important that you need to take into account. Okay. So this is for Gemini, what Gemini needs to work on, working on what you say and how you say, and not just base the whole entire relationship on the sexual aspects, because there's more to the connection than just that. Okay. Okay. What does Sagittarius need to work on in the connection? What does Sagittarius need to work on when it comes to this connection? What does Sagittarius need to work on? Ooh, okay. All right. And we have make the effort. Yes. So I feel Sagittarius, as much as you want Gemini to make the effort, because it's very clear here that Sagittarius wants Gemini to make more of an effort. Okay. Sagittarius wants Gemini to talk and communicate, but at the same time, Gemini wants Sagittarius to make an effort. What Sagittarius needs to work on is making the effort, showing Gemini that they love you, showing Gemini that they're interested. It says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So Sagittarius, there could be some ego here with Sagittarius, like, oh, they need to put in more work. They need to make an effort. But I feel Sagittarius, this is something that you need to do, working on making the effort in the connection, because it takes two to have this connection. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have worth waiting for. So you and this person will be together. If you're not together now, there is a likelihood that you and this person are going to be together, but it's within divine timing, is at work in your love life. So I feel like there's things that you both need to work on, okay, in the relationship. If you want this to work, you both have things that need to be worked on. And once you two work on this, it's possible that it can happen. Okay. So let's get into the houses. How does this relationship affect you, Sagittarius? What area of your life does this relationship affect? What area of life does this affect for you? Okay, we have the second house. So for Sagittarius, I feel Gemini could affect your financial situation. Maybe there is some sort of financial support that Sagittarius gives you, or maybe there's some sort of influence when it comes to your money. Okay. It says your assets, finances, and the things that you value. One of the things, Sagittarius, you're learning in this connection is how to value a person, how to value the connection. Okay. What do you value in this connection? What do you value when it comes to Gemini? What do you value? This is what you need to ask yourself. This is what the reading is asking you to do. This is part of also developing and increasing your love within the connection. What do you value? Okay. What do you value in this person? Okay. This has a lot to do with money as well, too. Maybe there's money involved here as well, too. Maybe there's some things that you need to work on when it comes to the money aspect of the connection. All right. So the second house is the way Sagittarius is being influenced through money in this connection. All right, let's see the planet, the characteristics that are affecting this connection. Okay, let's see for Sagittarius, which planet? Neptune. Yes, there is some sort of illusions that happen here. It says your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. So yeah, you need to get very clear, Sagittarius, about what illusions are facing the connection. What are the things that are hidden? There's a lot of things that are hidden that need to be addressed. At times, the connection can be very dreamy. And I think this is something that draws you in, Sagittarius, is the fact that when you're with Gemini, it's very dreamy. There's a very strong, like, magnetic, dreamy kind of, like, it's almost like you lose yourself when you're with Gemini. You just lose yourself with them. And this is why, there's a lot of love here, because it's like you're in a fantasy when you're with this person, is what I'm getting. All right. So the second house and Neptune is talking about the illusions within the connection. What do you value? What do you value? What do you not value? Okay. I feel when you do conversate with this person, Sagittarius, because I feel like you will have a conversation with them at some point when the time is right. That's why we have worth waiting for at the bottom of the deck. When you do speak to this person, I think one of the things to be addressed in the connection is what you value within each other. Sagittarius, when you talk, you may say to Gemini, you know, this is what I value in our relationship. This is why I'm with you. I'm with you because this is what I value. Okay. So this could be one of the steps that you may need to take to revive the relationship or bring things back into balance. Okay. Let's see on Gemini's side, what planet is influencing Gemini? What planet is influencing Gemini in this connection? What planet is influencing Gemini? What planet is influencing Gemini? Okay. We have Neptune again. So again, both of you feel very dreamy. There's a lot of dreamy energy here, fantasies. There's something, maybe you two have fantasies together. Like you have this like fantasy kind of world that you two are in. And it's different, right? It's different because this is how you and this person connect. You connect in a way that's like fantasy. It's like, even the sexual aspects are very fantasy-like, okay? This is what you both bring to the connection. Lots of playing here, I see. A lot of like playing and fantasy. So let's see for the house, what house is influencing this connection. It's very magnetic. It's very magnetic, this connection. I'm telling you, it's like when you two see each other, it's like you fall in love again. I feel like if you two see each other again, you're going to forget all of the messes. And you know what? It's funny here, Gemini and Sagittarius. It's not, I don't see anything bad here. It's just the way you two speak to each other could be too intense sometimes. Like the way you express your love to one another, it's like you need to value each other more. There needs to be more value here, because there's something very like important here that's happening. You have the 11th house, and look at the bottom of this deck. You have the second house again. So again, it's talking about value. What do you value in one another? The 11th house says where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Some of you met this person through mutual friends, or you met them in a party or something like that. It was like a social gathering or something like this, right? Yes. For some of you, I feel, Gemini, the way you both look at each other with this 11th house here is you both look at each other like you're the star. Okay. The star here is here both on Sagittarius' side and on Gemini's side. So again, this could be something that you and this person are not expressing to one another, that you are my star. You are my one. This is like my wish come true. For Gemini, this is your wish come true. Sagittarius is your star. This is who you want. Okay. So I feel here very strongly, there is a very strong connection. I don't see anything bad. I mean, I have to be completely honest with you. I just feel like you and this person have a problem coming together with one another because there were certain words that were exchanged. I'm hearing, I didn't like what you said to me. I felt like what you said to me, you don't really value me. When you said what you said to me, you don't really value me. Okay. Be careful what you say to me. Don't just say things to me because you just want to say them to me. Say them to me if you really mean them. Okay. So what does this person want to really say to you, Gemini? Let's see what this person wants to say to you. Okay, we're going to be looking at what Gemini wants to say to Sag, and what does Sag want to say to Gemini if they had a chance. All right. So I'm going to be posting these in my story on YouTube and also on Instagram. Okay. So just in case you want to think about them and then go back to them and look at them. So what does Gemini want to say to Sag? What does Gemini want to say to Sagittarius? This is a new deck, so it's a little bit stuck together. Okay. What does Gemini want to say to Sagittarius? If they had something to say in the 5D, what would they say? We're going to pull 3 cards. What do they want to say to you, Gemini? What do they want to say to you? What do they want to say? I feel like they want to talk to you. Okay. You both want to talk to each other. Hopefully somebody after this reading gets up and picks up that phone and talks. Okay. So Gemini, what do you want to say? You had a chance. It says the heart of the matter. Yes. You want to get down to what happened and why it happened. Okay. You want to talk about that. You want to talk about there's more going on than meets the eye. Yes. There's a lot going on, Gemini, when it comes to you and this person, because you didn't get down to the heart of the matter. You wanted to get down to the heart of the matter. You still want to talk about this. The heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. So Gemini wants to talk about things that were not discussed or things that were not said between you and them, because things just ended abruptly for some of you, or you stopped talking about this. There's something here that needs to be addressed that Gemini wants to talk about. Okay. What else does Gemini want to say to Sagittarius? We have act as if your partner is here. Some of you are in separation. So Gemini is saying, act as if I'm already there. Act as if I'm there. Manifest me to be with you if this is what you want. It says, whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So this is about Gemini saying to Sagittarius, listen, I want you to consider me. I want you to consider that I'm there. I want you to act as if I'm already there so that I can get to the heart of the matter, because there's things that I need to talk to you about. There's things that I need to say. Okay, so Gemini has important things to say. Okay, let's see what else we have for Gemini to Sagittarius. What else does Gemini want to say to Sagittarius? What else does Gemini want to say to Sag? What else does Gemini want to say to Sag? Gemini really wants to talk. I'm feeling this very strongly. Honesty is essential. Okay, it says speak with love and truth. Remember how I was saying at the beginning of the reading that Gemini says things, you say things that are really true to Sagittarius. Like when you say stuff to Sagittarius, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. It's like very honest. Gemini wants to say that honesty is essential. You know, just like how I express to you, Sagittarius, my truth, I need you to speak your truth to me. And I feel like at some point, Sagittarius is going to speak this truth with you when you express this. Okay, Gemini, you may need to express to Sagittarius, listen, I need you to tell me the truth about how you feel. I want to know the truth. I want you to tell me how you truly feel or think about this connection. And once you express this to Sagittarius, they're going to open up, because the Ace of Swords is here. They've had time to think. They've had time to be on their own. They've had time to think about this cycle that they went through with you. Okay. Thank you so much, Jenna, for the $19.99. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay. So I feel here, like this reading is indicating, there is some important, I need to speak to you. I need to communicate with you. This is what you're saying to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is coming in as, yes, I'm ready to bring clarity into the connection. So all this time that you've been separated or you haven't been together, it's given time, Sagittarius, to think about clarity. Okay. So this is what Gemini wants to say to Sag. Okay. So now we're going to see what Sagittarius wants to tell Gemini, and then we're going to look at the outcome, okay, what the likelihood outcome is going to be. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, let me just see what the bottom of the deck says. Oh, yes, honesty is essential again. Look at that, twice. Okay, you know when there's two cards that come out at the same time, that's a very strong indicator that what the message I just said to you is actually the truth, okay? So Gemini, you want honesty. You want honesty from Sagittarius because you feel like you haven't been getting that. And if that's coming out double, oh my, that's a very clear message for someone that needs to hear that. Okay, so let's see what Sagittarius wants to tell Gemini now. What does Sagittarius want to tell Gemini? What does Sagittarius? Ooh, okay, so Sagittarius wants to talk, because when the cards come flying out like that, it means I want to talk to you. The problem is, Gemini, I have to be honest with you and tell you this. You need to hear it. Sagittarius is afraid to approach. They're afraid to approach you is what I'm getting here, okay? And it says, simple acts of kindness. It says, kindness energizes you and brings you happiness to those around you. I feel, Gemini, because you've been a little bit harsh with your words or the things that you've said to Sagittarius, Sagittarius wants to see a little more kindness from you, okay? They want to see that sensitive side of you, because sometimes maybe you lack that, is what they're trying to say. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. So they want to see you in this tranquil, calm, you know, kind of, you see how this child is calm and they're very like nurturing. This is how they want to see you. Okay. Maybe you haven't been giving them that nurturing kind of vibe, and they want that from you because they feel like that's how you were before in the past. That's how you were before. You were nice, you were kind. But they're afraid because you have said some things. You've been way too honest with them. You've been way too honest with them. And they're like, oh my God, I can't handle the honesty. I can't handle Gemini's honesty. It's too much for me. And you're just like, yeah, but I speak my truth, you know, and I need to say my truth. And they're like, can you come towards me a little more kind and sweet? Please, can you come a little bit more innocent towards me? This is what Sagittarius is asking of you, okay? So the cards are flying out here. This is Sagittarius is trying to speak to you because they're afraid. Also, I'm getting Sagittarius is a little afraid to come towards Gemini because they're afraid they may say something that Gemini doesn't like, and then Gemini lashes back. There's that at sometimes too, okay? Okay, what else does Sag want to tell Gemini, please? What else does Sag want to tell Gemini, please? What else does Sag want to tell Gemini? We have spiritual connection, yes. So you know how I was saying how Sagittarius is not communicating? They're not saying anything, or they're being very quiet or silent. They know they have a connection with you that, again, you may not be together. There may be a separation, or maybe you're taking time away from this person, and Sagittarius isn't communicating, or they're not saying anything, but they feel the connection still. They still feel, they're basically, Sagittarius is saying to Gemini, I still feel you. I still feel the connection. It's still there, okay? It says a relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So you two are still connected, okay? Whether you know that or not. All right. And let's see what the other message is from Sag to Gemini. The other message from Sag to Gemini. And we have forgiveness. Yes. So I feel Sagittarius wants some sort of forgiveness from Gemini because of maybe some words that were expressed, or vice versa. There is a need to forgive one another if you want this to move forward. It says, nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointment. There was a disappointment here. Sagittarius could have done something that requires Gemini to forgive them, or maybe Gemini needs to offer this forgiveness. Or maybe Sagittarius is telling you, please forgive me. I'm sorry for something that I did. Okay. So it's a very, very, very interesting connection, because I feel somebody here was very honest. Somebody couldn't put up with the honesty, but there's still love here. It's like you two exchanged some words, and it's like, why break up over words or over a little small mistake? This is like it's a very, like, why are we breaking up because of this is what I'm getting. It's not that big of an issue here. For some of you it is, for some of you it isn't. It depends on how you look at the situation. What is the outcome here? We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Magician, and we also have the Chariot card. So I feel here, Gemini, Sagittarius is coming in as the Seven of Wands. Sagittarius is not going to initiate. They're not, because they feel like you said something to end the connection. They feel like you said something where it's like, I don't ever want, like some of you said to this person, I don't ever want to be with you. I don't think we're supposed to be together. This is over. This is done. So Sagittarius is like, okay, well, I'm just going to be fending you off then. Seven of Wands in the end. But somebody here is manifesting this to come back together, for it to work, for you and this person to move forward. I feel like this is both of you. You're both trying to do this at either a distance, because the Chariot could be about being at a distance, and you have to come back together with this person. Somebody here is manifesting you two to come back together, or manifesting a conversation, or manifesting something here. But I feel Sagittarius, I'm going to have to be really honest with you, Gemini. I feel Sagittarius is not going to take the initiative in this. They're not, because you said something. You said something to them. They didn't like what you said, and they said, okay, I guess it's over. I guess it's over. Okay. So we've been on here for an hour and 23 minutes. This was a very long reading. And I know for some other signs, I haven't done it this long, but this was I needed to get into it, because I feel like Sagittarius just wasn't talking in the reading. They were kind of like just in this energy of like, oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. You know? So yeah, so this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped you. I hope it gave you some sort of insight and clarity into your life. Overall, I think you and this person have a few things to talk about. There's definitely a conversation. Like, I feel like I'm going to title this, like, we need to talk, or we need to have a conversation about this. And you both have to be willing to do that. Okay. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of messages in here that you could take away from this reading to give you some sort of pointers or tips tips on increasing your relationship together with this person. I wish everybody all the best. Thank you so much for your donations to the channel. If you'd like a personal deep tarot love reading like this, do subscribe to the channel. Do subscribe. Do hit that like button, as well as join us in the community section on Sunday where you can vote for your sign so that we can look deeper into your sign. I recommend, if you want to learn more about astrology, I also have my other channel, The Blackout, which I'm going to be going on a little bit more soon to do more stuff about how you can learn about yourself and how you can learn about others. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and I will see all of you very, very soon. Love and light to you. Bye.